Chargers. Yeah.
So when Mike Evans comes near you in the hallway, does he kind of like have his head on a swivel? We all remember that the lick you got him.
Sometimes. Sometimes.
But you have a familiarity with these guys, right? I mean, you played in the same division, so it's not like these aren't people that you don't respect and they don't respect you, right? So there's that camaraderie, right? That you were rivals and now teammates.
Of course. I got a lot of respect for the guys here,
Yeah.
and I'm sure it goes both ways.
Sure.
So it'll be cool playing with them on the same team. So I'm really looking forward to it.
What were your thoughts transitioning to linebacker and now back to strong safety, which is like a home base for you?
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to be back to where it all started. This is my natural position. This is where I thrive. Linebacker was different, but going back to safety is definitely what I'm excited about.
There was a guy here that played safety that was really comfortable playing in the box too, named John Lynch. You going to kind of look to be that guy to come down in the box when needed?
I mean, I'll do whatever they ask me to do. I obviously thrive down there. I enjoy playing in the box and playing aggressive, making my presence felt. But whatever they ask me to do, I'm gonna put my best foot forward and do it.
Ken Bowles is an old safety himself, and I feel like the safeties are kind of weapons in this defense. Do you like how creatively and how versatile he asked the safeties to be?
I love it. And that was one of the reasons why I decided to come here. He's, like I said, he's a mastermind with what he does, and I'm excited to see what he can cook up for sure.
Would you say your physicality is one of your strongest suits that you're going to bring?
Most definitely. That's definitely what I bring to the table. I mean, physical presence is definitely huge for me.
You've been able to see from the outside this team over the last 2 years and what they were able to do, obviously win the Super Bowl and make another run last year. Just what's your impressions of this group that they've assembled?
I mean, it's a very disciplined group. They love to have fun. They enjoy the game, enjoy being around each other. Just the environment, just being here. I mean, I can tell that they really love coming to work and love being around each other, and that's so important. That's vital to winning. The culture that was built here so far over the past couple of years has been awesome, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
When you heard that Tom Brady was coming back, what were your thoughts? Because that was before you signed.
Go figure. Of course, it's awesome though. I mean, he has a lot left in the tank. I mean, it's unfinished business, like he said. He wants to win another one. So I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be a part of it. I'm gonna do my best to contribute the best way I can and get to where we want to get to.
Bowles actually he built this defense the last couple of years, obviously, so that's not new. But he is a new head coach. What was the sales pitch like from Coach Bowles to you in terms of the recruitment of getting you here?
I mean, he was just honest. You guys talked with him. He's an honest guy. He's straightforward. He's to the point, and he was just honest with me. Just told me straight up what he wants, what he likes, and we kind of went from there.
To follow up on that question, the free and the strong is pretty much interchangeable in Coach Bowles' system. Did that have an effect on you coming here?
I didn't think too much of that, honestly.
Ken, we get to meet Russell Gage already, but you know him better than we do. What will he bring as another newcomer on this team?
Yeah, Russ is versatile. He can play anywhere. I mean, he's good enough to play outside, and he's smooth enough and more agile enough to play inside in the slot. He's a very versatile player, great hands, great attitude, great dude. You guys are going to enjoy him for sure.
You're going to get to play with Antoine Winfield Jr. and Mike Edwards now. What are your thoughts on them specifically now as teammates and playing together?
Who was it again?
Antoine Winfield Jr. and Mike Edwards.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I've played against him in Atlanta, obviously, and I've seen him from afar. But got a lot of respect for him, a lot of respect for their game and what they bring to the table. I'm excited to play with them for sure.
You got to bulk up last season to play a little bit of that linebacker role. What weight were you playing at? What do you envision yourself playing at the safety league?
Yeah, I did bulk up a little bit, but going back to safety, I'm going to get back down for sure. It's about 215, 216.
How big were you playing at in Dallas?
222.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Awesome. Appreciate it, guys.
Thanks. Welcome to town. Levante David. What? Yeah, 11.
Hey, what's up?
See everybody back in the building.
Yeah, right.
Good to see you.
Nice to see you. That's good news. So-
Levante, let's talk about Todd Bowles becoming the head coach. You played for a lot of head coaches. This is the latest one, defensive mind that you've gotten to know the last couple of years.
Oh man, I love it. I love the move. It is a great thing. Just putting the right guy in front. I think everybody's gonna love him. Everybody's gonna get along with him. I talked to him and said, "You guys, defense guys, y'all know me already. You don't get no bad words from nobody from talking about Bowles. Coach Bowles is a great dude. He's a team first guy. He's a player first guy. And just go get the opportunity for the offense. Throughout this process, the guys on the offense to get to around and get to know him. I'm sure it's gonna be great things. I'm very happy for him. If it weren't here, eventually it's gonna be somewhere else. But definitely a guy who definitely gonna go out there and play hard for football game.
What's his real personality like? Because I know he has a different one when he talks with us, but he said he's a little bit different with you guys out on the field.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've seen some of the interviews. He's real mellow with you guys, but he's a little more open out there with us. He's funny when he want to be funny. He's hands-on. He's real. You know how to teach. That's one of the main things that you love about him. You know how to teach. You know how to, get a guy's attention. So he helps guys learn in a way that they know how to learn. You know how to adapt to what you need to adapt to. So he's definitely a guy who everybody's going to love, man. And once people start to get to know him and he start opening up a little bit more, you're gonna hear about it a lot around here.
He likes to talk smack too, doesn't he?
Oh, I forgot to add that. Yeah, I cannot forget that. He likes to talk a lot of trash. He drop interception, miss a tackle, he get a bad drop. It's funny, but he's serious at the same time. So it's kind of like one of those things. Like you laughing, but like I know I gotta get right now. But it's all fun, man. And he's definitely a guy who you will have fun with playing the game for.
Levante, do you remember where you were when you heard that Tom unretired?
I believe I was. Shoot, what was I? I probably was home. I believe I was home. Throughout the whole off season, that was the whole speculation. People saying he's gonna come back. It's not real. It's not real. You never know. I kind of had my doubts about it, but I wasn't really sure. And then when he officially came out and said he's coming back, I wasn't surprised. You know what I'm saying? Because Tom, everybody knows Tom is the ultimate competitor, and the way we went out last year, I'm sure they want to end on that type of note. So I'm not surprised he's back chasing them.
Levante,
How tough was that closing out that game against the Rams? How long did it take for you to get over that?
Oh, it was tough. Obviously, I hope they lost the Super Bowl. There was a lot of hating going on from my side. But you just gotta move on, man. Once football season was over, everything was done. No more football. I was able to calm down because I couldn't see it no more. So I was able to just calm down and get back to work. Build myself back up to be at this point right now.
I don't want to try to make you relive it, but the cover zero, when it looked like you were kind of in the middle of no man's land, what was there? Was it going so fast that you guys, there were no huddle mode that not everybody got it?
It was a lot of moving parts.
Yeah.
I kind of wasn't expecting to go with no huddle at that moment, but it was one of those moments you just trying to make sure everybody gets the call and guys running all over the place, and you trying to make sure people getting it, because those type of things you got to make sure everybody's on the same page. A lot of communicating aspects in that type of defense, and just hurry up and hike the ball, caught us off guard, and I just kind of got caught standing, looking lost. But it was just an unfortunate situation.
Tom called it, coming when he came back, unfinished business. From a defensive standpoint, I know a year ago it was trying to go for two, right?
Yeah.
Defend the title. Now, how much is as a defense does that become your motivation? Like, we got to finish this.
It's big motivation, huge motivation, because I
feel like we kind of got us back in that game, and for us to end the game like that, that's not what we want to, we remember that.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So, we have a majority of our guys coming back again, so we definitely gonna have to take another huge lead this year. And, that taste is definitely gonna be in our mouth for a while. I believe we played them in the regular season. I'm not trying to say we're gonna circle that game, but it's a game that obviously gonna be very important. But we definitely, as a whole, throughout the season, we want to improve on what we had last year. We want to be more consistent in certain areas, and we're just going to try to get better every time.
From a player's
body
standpoint,
feeling, this is obviously last year, your current deal. Is this Levante David retirement tour, or are you taking it year to year? How are you
I don't
feeling?
want to speak so soon about retirement. But I actually feel great. The only thing is, just the foot injury I was dealing with. That's going to take some time to get to where I need to get. But that's what I got all season for. Be able to work on that. Got a great group of people who I'm working with. I come in here, work with those guys here to get me back to where I need to be. But other than that, I feel great. Ain't gonna be no unretiring type thing. But I'm definitely gonna, feel great, and I'll feel great. And when I do retire, I'm sure it's gonna be probably the last time.
from a player's standpoint, was this the closest thing to a seamless transition going from Coach Arians to Coach Bowles?
Oh, for sure. Like, I had something similar like this with lugging and going to Dirk, but obviously, we didn't really interact with Dirk like that. But since I already knew Coach Bowles, it was like, oh, nothing ain't gonna change. We just that new guy in charge. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, though, just once the offensive guys get acclimated to him, get to know him, it's gonna be a great thing for the football team.
But you'll have a new position coach with Larry Futchip. Just want to ask you what you like about him, and then how he'll handle you guys in the middle.
Ain't nothing changed that. Foot used to come in our room all the time, and stuff like that. Foot was an inside linebacker. He played this position in his exact defense, so it's definitely gonna be a great transition from that aspect. Coach Caldwell, definitely gonna miss him, but we definitely proud of him for the opportunity that he got. Coach Caldwell is a big part of our success, so Foot just coming in and just adding on to that, because he know the position and he got our best at hand for it. So definitely gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be a fun season. Everybody's in a comfortable situations, I believe. A lot of familiar faces, so it should be fun.
Levante, what did you see last year from Joe Tryon, who was behind JPP but played a lot of different positions that can be tough as a rookie? Just your observations about him year one.
It was a lot on Joe Clay. People may not know, but he had to do a lot of different things for us just because you had to get him on the field. A guy like that, he played a lot of different positions for us. He can play some stand-up linebacker sometimes. So his upside is real good. Now he just has the opportunity to be a full-time starter and show what he can do. And I'm looking forward to that. He showed flashes the times that he did have a chance to play for a full game. So now that he get the opportunity to play a full 17 games, it should be a great season for him.
So what are some? As the most veteran player on this defense, you added a couple new veterans in Keanu Neal and Logan Ryan. What are your thoughts on those additions?
I thought it was great additions. Great additions for obviously what Coach Bowles want to do. We lost a great guy, Jordan Whitehead, who's a close friend of mine, a close friend of everybody. I believe, Keanu Neal kind of do some similar things that Jordan can do, and more veteran savvy guy. And then Logan Ryan, who's been a captain of several football teams that he's been on. He's a veteran in the game. He won 2 Super Bowls with the Patriots as well. So it's good to add pieces like that. More veteran guys, kind of like reach younger guys, and people who they can lean their hat on, and people who you can trust. So it's definitely some great additions around, taking out to the front office.
Some of these offensive guys must be like, hey, what do I need to know about Bowles? How do I get on his good side? Like, what advice would you give them about him as a coach?
Just go up there and talk to him. Just go up in his office and talk to him. He's one of those guys, like I said, man, I never had a coach who was so open, such an open book like Coach Bowles is. So I'm sure he's going to treat them the same way. Just go up there and talk to him, get to know him, let him get to know you, and everything will be smooth from there. I already know no pet peeves or nothing that he has. He's a cool coach, man. He's definitely a fun guy who you can get you off.
Have you tried to talk to either JPP or the Dominican Sue to try to get them come back? Could you imagine this defense without those guys?
It'll be weird. It'll be awkward, because was like my older guys. You know what I'm saying? So but now, if they don't come back, I'll be the older guy. You know, so kind of weird for me. But I talk to JPP often. Obviously, Sue, I hit Sue up a couple times, see what's going on, see what's mine at. But those guys got families and stuff like that. They spend time with their families, and whatever they decide they want to do, I'm sure they'll make a decision, and I'm sure they want to be back here.
Well, you mentioned you're still working on your injury. What was it entailed, and did you have to have surgery or anything, or?
No surgery, but it was a significant middle foot sprain, part of my leg sprain. So that's if it would have torn completely, I probably had surgery. I've been out for maybe like 6 to 8 months, but luckily for me, it didn't get that far, but it was real significant. Throughout the playoffs, I was having a tough time too, but I had to gut it out. It's the playoffs, I had to play, but for the most part, I probably was about 60% out there playing, but now I'm up, so I should be ready to go once training camp begins.
What are you looking to improve in your game? I know that you're a veteran, but year in, year out, you want to get better. So what are some things that you're going to be working on?
I missed a lot of opportunities last year. I want to make as many plays as I usually make, and that's something that I definitely got to prove on making plays on the football, whether it's game-changing plays, making interceptions, forcing fumbles. I want to try to get back to that. Just create more opportunities for our offense, and definitely had a not so good year as far as attacking downhill. Not enough tackles for losses for me. That was kind of weird to see that. I hang my hat on that. I feel like that's my game. So had down here on that aspect, but I'm definitely going to try to improve on that for sure.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. See you, buddy.
Going to wrap up with some words.
Big guy. Company man number 2, please.
What's up, guys?
What's up, Tristan?
I'm glad it wasn't Zoom. Sorry, I'm not
You're good. You're good.
We all wore pants.
How's your off season been so far?
It's been really good. I've been down here training and rehabbing everything, and that's about it. Really, I haven't done much.
What are things that you're looking to improve in your game going into the season?
A big thing is staying on my insteps in the run game. I kind of get up on my toes a lot, kind of get all my weight falling forward. So definitely staying on my insteps.
Chris, when we saw you in Vegas, the plan was to try and get by with that surgery and just kind of let that heal. Is that still the plan? Is that going well?
Yeah, it's going really good. Yeah, I didn't get surgery, but I'm feeling good, lifted and everything. So yeah.
Tristan, what was the bigger surprise? Bruce Arians' retirement or Tom Brady coming out of retirement?
That's a good one. I think bigger surprise was probably Tom coming out of retirement. Not that he did it, but I think when he did it was a surprise. I thought he was going to sit out a year, watch all these other teams and quarterbacks, and be like, yeah, I'm still the best. But no, I remember I was at Texas Roadhouse with my mom, and the TV behind me, she's like, oh my gosh, look. It was like breaking news, and then my phone started going off. My one of you were texting me. I was like, here we go.
What did that do just for the energy and with you guys to get him back, knowing that you have another shot here at running a Super Bowl?
Yeah, I think it just opens up the window again. With him at the helm, everyone's always excited, and I was excited either way. But having Tom Brady back there and getting to protect him for one more year, it's pretty cool. I got to go delete my Instagram post. I did like a big thank you and everything. So I'll postpone that.
Chris, have you met with Shaq yet? Obviously, Alex left him for agency. Have you met with him? Have you watched his game? What were your thoughts on that?
Yeah, we were actually working out together today. I followed Shaq on Instagram since I was in high school. So getting to play next to him is gonna be really cool. And I have to give a shout out to Cap. I was really sad. Cap's my dog. I'm really happy for him. Go and went.
Go get paid.
Go get paid. Yeah. But no, I was really excited for him. But sad to see him go. But yeah, really excited to get to play with Shaq and get to know him more.
Your biggest quality has been your availability. When's the last time you missed a game?
I had never missed a game in my life. So that was really a sensitive subject. But yeah, no, I had never missed a game in high school, college. So it was really frustrating. I didn't know how to handle it, just being on the sideline and not being able to help in any way. It was really tough for me. I was trying to be there and for Josh and kind of do what Josh does for me when I'm playing. Ask him what he's seeing and kind of just help him as much as I could. From that position. But yeah, that was frustrating.
How long did it take you to get over that loss to the Rams? I'm just talking to Levante. He said he was hoping they lost the Super Bowl. They wouldn't win. But how hard was it for you?
Like it's a tough feeling. Like especially having my first year go how it went, and then it was just a really weird feeling. Like I couldn't get out of my head, and then especially not playing. Like I was just going through these scenarios. Like what if I could have done something? I still think about it. We were talking about it in the sauna the other day. So it's frustrating, but new year and we got work to do.
How big is it that I'm sure you wanted Byron Leftwich to get a head coaching job, but the fact that he's back, Brady's back, it's the same system. How big is that?
Yeah, I think that's huge for us. It would have been really happy for Byron if he got a head coaching job. I'm glad he stayed here. We get a little selfish, but really glad he stayed here. I know he has a lot of trust in us, and we have a lot of trust in him. So I'm excited, for what's to come.
Tristan, there's another big retirement this offseason, Ali Marpet. If you could talk about that, and there's a couple candidates in house that might be, in the mix to replace him, Hainsey, Leverett, and Stinney. What are your thoughts on how that might shape up in camp?
Yeah, so I was really happy for Ali. He got to go out on his own terms. Super Bowl and Pro Bowl. He finally was getting the recognition that he deserved. And getting to play with him for 2 years was incredible to see how our relationship, progressed, through my 2 years here. But yeah, it's going to be a really fun competition, come fall camp, and it's cool. Like those are all my boys. Like Stinney, Nick, Hainsey. Like those are all my boys. So it's going to be fun to watch them compete, and I'm going to do my part to be there for those guys, and I know they're going to do the same for me. So it's going to be fun.
How happy are you that you just talked about you lost Allie, you lost Alex Kappa, but Ryan Jensen's still here. So how happy are you that Jensen resigned?
Yeah, that was really exciting to see. Me and him have talked on the phone a couple times this offseason, just kind of to check in and everything. And I think having him back as kind of that center cog in our line is huge. So it's gonna be cool. I'm glad we got 3 of our guys back, and but it'll be good.
You were asked last year.
Put that Pro Bowl jersey.
Say what?
Did you ever make it back up to Iowa to put that Pro Bowl jersey on the weight room?
I've made it back to Iowa a couple times. I brought one to my mom, and I got to bring the other one up to Iowa City here. I don't know when maybe I could get it back up for their spring game. I think it's this weekend. But I got to get one to them because that's I wanted that for a long time.
Tristan, you're running out of drafts where there's guys that you played with that are up in the draft. Are you excited to see more Iowa linemen going to the NFL?
Oh yeah, like it's so cool to see like all my buddies, through college and everything are coming out now. Like I think what will the last one be? The last one will be Riley Moss. It'll be 2 years, but yeah, Lindy. He just did his pro day yesterday. He did really good. The whole short arms thing is out the window. Just watch his tape. But my best friend, shooter and everything. So it's cool. Getting to watch those guys play on Saturday still, and now eventually, they're making their way to the league. So it's really cool to see.
You were asked last year if Brady gave you any instructions and you said, don't let him come quick, don't let him come inside.
Yeah.
That's not going to change, is it?
No, I still hold on to that. He told us that in camp, my rookie year. He said, don't get me fast and don't get me inside. I was like, sounds good. I'm like, I'll do my best.
Do you stay in contact with him now? I mean, he's not here for this part of the phase of off-season training, but you guys still stay in touch with Brady?
I don't have Tom's number.
No.
I don't think I'm there yet.
You might be after the playoff game.
We'll see.
What do you plan on playing at this season? Obviously, you lost a few pounds in the
Yeah,
air there.
I missed that. Oh my gosh.
But what do you plan on playing at this season? What did you play last season?
About 345. That's usually what I've been at. In camp, kind of fluctuate. I'll lose like 14 pounds of practice. So it's so hot down here. But yeah, it's just 345, and I don't know. It changes as the season goes. Just depends. But I feel really good there.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thanks, Tristan.
Good to see you.
Likewise.
Yeah.
When he jumped out.
Yeah, really.
Thank you, man.
He became the number one.
345.